Welcome to Abandoned Town, a place where your dreams go to die. Now, I like this map, but it does have one flaw. Team 2 has a couple spots where they can pretty much see all the way to Team 1's southern spawn, and it makes it really hard to get to the A point. Other than that, I think it's a pretty fun map. Now, I have watched this battle and lived it a number of times. Well, watched it a number of times, lived it once. But I've gone through and I still feel like there's things that I've missed, and you guys might have to go through and watch it a number of times as well. Now, the A point was a pretty good battle. The B point was a pretty good battle. The C point's the C point. Somebody takes it and then they hold it off until they don't. So, and it's usually when they move out of there and they lose it. So, the B point, Team 1 takes it. Team 2 is like, no friend, we're coming in. We got it. And then, you know, Team 1's over here got this push and they're trying to fight for the A point. Team 2, they're like, nah, dude, we're gonna take that B or the A point from you. And like, there's the dispersion of the teams is kind of really similar-esque kind of thing. They're both spread out. Now, around the A point, we were clumped up and trying to support each other and doing stuff and things down there. Now, if you don't know, the A point, pretty much where the guys over in the, I can't even read that. What is that? The D3-4 block right there. Yeah, the yellow marker, Team 2 side. But it's pretty much a straight shot into the A point. You can see a whole bunch of stuff over there to the left. So Team 2 does have a pretty good spot. Now, that's not to say that Team 1 can't use that same spot, but at the moment, Team 2 has that spot. Team 2 continues to push towards the A point. They just want that A point. They see it. There's blood in the water. They want it. Team 1 is like, we're going to take the B point. Now, the thing is, and I just realized this, I can't even read it, B3, the enemy that are up there, they're not really doing a lot, and they're going to get trapped here in a second because Team 1 has the B point. Obviously, the guy just killed the one from Team 1, but they're going to get trapped because Team 2 just lost a guy, and then this guy's solo, and he's going to end up having some problems here in a minute. Surprisingly, the C point still being held, and no one has gone there since Team 2 captured it. It's pretty much been a B point fight, an A point fight. Now Team 2 taking that A point, and they've got a pretty strong force over there, and it's starting to get dismantled. And here's the thing, when you're in the situation, you get that really bad tunnel vision because, you know, you can hear things, you're trying to move, you're trying to shoot, and there's a million different angles and different places that you can go. But I think that really what Team 2 should have done right here is that, especially for the guys around the A point, is you've captured it. You need to pull back to this hill behind what, I don't know what's on the hill right by the bridge. I can't remember. I think it's a church or something. But you need to back up and then reassess and go back to the hills back there. Because if you don't, if you continue to push, Team 1 from their spawn can see you in the A point, and we can see that they just lost it. They completely got dismantled through there, and they were doing an okay job, but I think they needed to pull back because as the reinforcements come from the Team 1 side, if you're trying to move or go across that bridge, Team 1 has so many different locations that they can peek and see as you're trying to move up, and your vision is very limited. They know that you're there. So one of the things you need to remember is that, okay, if I were to come back and want to revenge kill you in a tank, how would I do it? And then what you need to think is like, okay, if I would have come from this way, I'm gonna back up and not be there. Because, as we saw, that's what happened. Now, back to live action. It's pretty much over at this point. They've got 3 tanks, they had a drone and some other stuff. And it's obviously done at this point, but it was a good fight. They held the C point effortlessly. They controlled the B point back and forth, and the A point was a really good fight. For 10-3, I would consider this a good battle. I mean, Team 1 got down to about half tickets, so there's that. I am glad that Gaijin finally did address the problem with the hills on this map, because if you didn't know, at one point in the north, you could get up on pretty much all those hills and drive around and shoot and be pretty much invulnerable because nobody was ever looking up there. The southern side, well, now that I mention it, look at the G4 block.